coming to you from the stolen lands of the Lumbee, Kori, and Waccamaw natives, and possibly so many more that we don't know of. Purushaya Vidmahi. Good morning. I am a floor people, therefore I am on the floor, rightfully so. It's a super rainy, chilly morning, and I really like it. I didn't work out that much this morning, just did some mountain climbers on the slick floor, some hip dips and push-ups, because I want to make sure I do that stuff every day regardless. I get a tinge in my glute medius if I push it too hard. Then I also have thrown my back out a couple of times. I started throwing my back out at just such a young age. I was like, oh gosh. I try to prioritize core health because I do have scoliosis. I don't have the best back health just in general. Clothes. I have started posting things and I'm getting rid of more and more. I was gonna get rid of this. It's just a basic Fruit of the Loom Hanes sweater. I have another hoodie. I got a size too small. It's a Misfits rep hoodie. And I think I'm going to give it to my daughter. She's the hoodie queen. She's going to take the hoodies. She's 11 years old. It's been about 3 or 4 years that this kid, the first thing she reaches for is tie-dye. She's got chill style. And, I mean, so do I. I guess it's genetic. Is there a DNA coding for, for fashion sense? 28.25 chromosome. That encodes for that. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's been so long. I have started posting. I posted this the other day. I always gravitate to earthy tones, and it's been like that for quite some time. It was 2018 I got this. Wore it 3 times that summer, and that's it. And I still have it. It is beneficial for me to get the however much it sells for, $10. Well, how much I get, because y'all know when y'all sell something for $24, you get maybe 16, depending on where you're selling it. If I'm paying $25 for something and my seller only got $12 for it, I'm like, where did all this money go? Who did it go to? I understand the platform deserves something, but how much though, really? Where is the line of exploitation? Anyway, if you're interested in looking at any of my stuff, Lynn Molly, so Lynmoli, and yeah, lowball offers don't offend me. You can send a lowball offer, don't expect that I'll respond. The process of getting rid of things becomes so much longer when you are selling items because they're going to stay around for a lot longer. I have to be really easy and really careful that I'm sticking to it. So I have taken a step back in my jewelry business, and I've just kind of in a way stopped creating unless I get a made to order. I'm going to have to get back into that, but right now I'm prioritizing my clothing. So here, this is one of my jewelry pieces. I made this actually with zero intent. I was like, I'm just gonna shove these on these and it'll look really cool. But it came out and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. I really want you to see this fucking beauty. That is an amethyst point with 3 quartz crystals hanging off. She's so pretty. I'm obsessed with this thing to where I need to sell it, but I just can't stomach getting rid of this piece. So I have the copper satellite chain, and then bam, the 3mm chain pops up. So anyway, I've only done 2 in-person shows at this point, and I did them back to back, so it was really tiring. It was mentally exhausting. The first show I knew I was going to be tired. These 2 sweet girls, I prayed over their crystals, and I transferred healing energy into them. When I handed them over, and I was like, this is going to emotionally exhaust me, but it was totally worth it. I was glad I was able to do that for them. And this is really just going to be a learning experience. I have no idea if the market that I go to this day, if anyone's even going to find my products as something valuable to them, and that's okay, because to each their own. I am kind of just living in a day-to-day at this time, and I'm really stressed because I want it. I want it all gone. But like, I can only complain so much because if I really want it out of my way that bad, I'll just donate it and get rid of it. And then just figure out a different way. My decision was to make money in a way which creates inventory, and I've yet to find the balance. And I'm really, truly believe in myself that at some point I'll be able to find the balance to where I can create and be more intentional with specific items. I'm naturally fairy-like and floaty and over here, over there, over here, over there. So the point is to eventually like really find grounding within my surroundings and my workspace, which is probably going to be like my life's purpose. I am just not like that, and I know it's going to bring me peace, and it's also going to bring me the ability to find myself more and find myself better and more effectively.
Is that my kitty? Is it my boy? Hi, I love you.
I love laying out in the sun. It's like a forced opportunity for me to sit still. If you ever see turtles on a log and how they just put their little head up towards the sun, that's how it feels for me. It's kind of like a refresh and renew in a way. Anyway, I'm gonna go bike. Just a quick bike ride. And go from there. I have less time than I thought for very good reason. It's because I had to check on my plants, and they're all doing well, and that is a huge priority for me that I need to pay more attention to. To make the teas, I gotta have the herbs, and they gotta be as amazing as I possibly can get them, which means they need to be taken care of. Alright, I think this is gonna be a really hot and really rough summer. Oh yeah, I just got back from my bike ride. 3 days ago, last Sunday, 4 days ago, we were leaving a shopping center, and I looked on the concrete, and there was a bumblebee. It was young, definitely adolescent, and this thing was on its back, like, so I went to go look at it, and it was chopped in half, like, but it was like sealed over. I don't know what the hell happened. One of its main bottom legs was still there and the other one's gone. I picked it up and I took it out of the fucking parking lot, and I took it home, and I just like stayed with it. It was having seizures periodically. It kept trying to crawl, and it was trying to crawl up my chest, and then it just got weaker and weaker. And I prayed. I stayed with it until it was still twitching a little bit, but until it stopped seizing, and I put it in with my strawberries so it could at least pass on with my strawberries, and I kept just trying to encourage it to pass on. Anyway, it was either the same day or the day before the bumblebee. There was another bee that was on the ground, clearly dehydrated, so I ran back to the house, got sugar water, came back, and it was like hopping, like hitting itself all over the place, trying to fly away, and then it finally flew away. And I'm like, oh my gosh, come back, I have food for you. The next day, I found a bee. No reason, don't know why, dead. So anyway, on this bike ride, I'm coming around this corner. There's a turtle about to cross the road. And I was like, hey, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I know that there's only but so much I can do for Mother Nature. And the best thing that I can do is to try to help while still integrating myself with their natural ways. Like turtles, how they work is there's 1 square mile from where they are born, and that is the only place that they travel is within that 1 square mile, and they can't be removed from that mile. If one is like crossing or going in a certain direction, bring them to safety in that direction, because that's where they're trying to go, and there's a reason they're trying to get there, and we don't know it because we don't have that type of sense. Or we did and we lost it with everything, you know. This turtle was going in this direction. He wanted to go in that direction, so I'm like, fine, damn it. I go to pick him up, and he's like wheezing. And I'm like, crap, you don't want to go over here, I promise, because the lake he was going to, the little pond, it's disgusting. There's beer cans, it's just dirty, especially because there's a drought. So like the water used to be up to here and it's down here now. So like all the gunk is there. There's a couple of plastic bags, which scares the crap out of me. So anyway, I pick him up, I put him across the road. He sticks his long little neck out and then he starts running in that direction. So I'm like, I know that's where he was supposed to go. I watched over him for a little bit. He went underwater. What can I do? I did the best that I could. Tried to keep him from getting run over. I brought him to his destination, current at least. I come around the fucking corner, y'all. And I see like where a frog or something had been run over. It was a dead baby turtle. On its back. Its shell was probably about this big. It was still soft. So it was still intact. But what can you do? This is a community social thing. We as humans inherently at birth were like bred and trained to be fucking disconnected robots. But like I also can't let that be an excuse for behaviors. Anyway, that shit was fucking rough, dude. I have to at least get it out of the road. So I picked it up and I put it right on the edge of the lake, put some leaves over him to shield him from the sun, just like as an honoring. And I just simply stated, honor the turtles of Turtle Island. Turtles are really fucking special to me, y'all, and they're everywhere around here. And where I live, it's coastal. It's coastal North Carolina. It's not a very populated area. It's getting there. It is now. My grandparents moved here in like the late 90s. I didn't live here, but like I had been visiting this exact place since I was a child. I moved in 5 years ago. Just watching how much it's growing. I think the state is called a at-risk, like at your own risk kind of state. They are approving housing developments like no one's fucking business, and we don't even have the roads to drive. Someone just bought this house right here and they're renting it out and they're trying to chop all these trees down. There's a tree that we call the memory tree and it's a magnolia and it's right there and it's on the property of the renters. Totally safe tree. Base is strong. Nothing's over their house. They want to cut it down. They said it's ugly as hell. This tree has been here since 1987 and my daughter climbs that thing regularly. It's like a family member in this neighborhood, but they don't give a fuck. And then we have another neighbor on the corner. They moved in, cut all the trees down. And then we have another neighbor that just moved in. All these people are migrating from like populated areas. They don't have a sense of appreciation for nature, for Pachamama. I can't blame... I don't know why things are the way they are, y'all. Like, I wish I did, and I wish I could do more, and like, I just keep asking for answers, like, what can I do? Coming across woo-woo is just gonna run people off. How do I effectively get across? It's a no fucking brainer at this point. We keep taking trees, we're gonna take ourselves. We keep raping our mother. What? The closest thing that I have, besides my child, to understanding is my mother. My sister gets it. Gets it to the point where they're doing something about it. I've met and know plenty of people that agree and they get it. But it's like, it's somebody else's problem and not theirs. That's probably a majority of people. They get it, but not enough fucks are given to do something. Anything, man. Like, enough fucks to say, let's not cut this tree down. It's not hurting us. Hurricanes, we live in hurricane fucking central right here, man. And trees, they protect you from high force winds. I think it's been 4 days. 2 bees, 3 bees, and 2 turtles I've watched in distress. Last year I made a thing about they had chopped a bunch of trees down. I do want to get that out at some point. I'm very, very motherly about the trees. I want to share my experience. I want it there. And who knows, maybe the grid might fucking go down and it never gets seen again. I don't know. I just want to know that I tried the best that I could and did the best that I could with what I had. We're gonna say it together. Honor the turtles of Turtle Island. I pray to you, Pachamama, protect them. Help to enlighten us and come to our senses that it is our grateful duty to protect them and protect you and protect all that is. I wanted to take a moment at the end of this video to mention redlining is an issue that occurred that is still an issue today. And it might not have to be redlining in particular that's happening for there to be a clear disproportionate advantage towards people who are white when it comes to having any opportunity. The map that I have showing here shows the area that I live in, and my particular area is considered high. Coming to you from the stolen lands of the Lumbee, Corey, and Waccamaw natives, and possibly so many more that we don't know of. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.